If you take the cotton off, and okay, well the design is gone. If you take the cotton off and you still have gel on, don't be alarmed. You just have to, and I'm not scraping too hard, just a little bit. Okay, so it's still a little bit shiny. I don't think I want to do this again. It was a cool experience, but this is too much. But this is a way that I read how you can take it off, like you just soak it off with acetone and cotton and blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, I can do this. No biggie. Okay. So this is the thumb, and that came off. So when I do a manicure, then all I have to do is just buff off the little bit that's on there. Now we're going to come to this finger, and if you look closely, my nails are not scratched up, they're not damaged or anything. You might think that pushing it with a pusher will damage it, but it's okay because there's a base coat and there's 2 layers of gel and then there's a top coat. So I did not even touch my nail at all, none whatsoever. So this way will work. It's just if you have the time to actually do it, because it's a process. And depending on who does it, it might, it might be easy to take off, it might not. You never know what kind of gel. This gel I really like, because I remember a few years ago I would get gel and it was applied the same way acrylic was applied. And then they would file it off and I would sit there and it was just too much. But this way, to polish it on is cool. And it's gelish. Yeah, gelish. Okay, so I'm just going to buff the rest of that excess off when I do the manicure. So I'm back to the finger with the nail art. So I'm going to push. And again, I'm not even near the, I'm not scraping a nail or anything. So this hand is pretty thick because it is an extra layer of top coat because of the nail design. Okay, and it came off. So I'm going to wipe it off with some acetone, see where we are. And then it just came crumbling off. So that's pretty awesome. Again, if you have the time to do this, go for it. But if you can't, get it done professionally so you don't jack up your nails. This little tool I have since beauty school. And I don't even know if it's a proper pusher or not, or if estheticians use it. I don't know what it is. Even years later after, I still don't know. But I know it's got the job done for me. So, I need to do this hand. I'm going to do this hand. I'm going to manicure this hand. So, I'm going to add some soap into my bowl. I'm going to, okay, that water's nice and hot. Okay, actually it's too hot. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is going to make sure that my nails are the shape that I want them to be. Because then I'm just going to put a clear coat. So I like them kind of square around. So rounding the edges. Okay, so here's my hand. I removed everything. I'm going to take some cuticle remover, or I'm actually going to soak for like just a little while, get it nice and soft. Cuticle remover, softener, put it back in, clean up my area while I'm soaking. And I'm doing this in the bathroom so I don't make any mistakes anywhere else in the house. Okay, so now I'm going to push back those cuticles in a circular kind of motion. And I do not cut them at all. So what I do is I buff. Push back. And usually after when you push back, then you will cut. If you cut them, they're only going to grow back thicker because they're there to protect the nail. So if you push them back, and then buff them down, then they won't be so dry and blah, you know. Okay, so I'm going to take some oil. I'm going to put oil. After you cut, you usually do oil, and then you buff. So I'm going to just buff it a little bit to get off the base and a little bit of excess gel that's left over. Hopefully I won't have to break out the big buffer, or I might have to. Okay, well it's working a little. Or just might have to soak it in some acetone again, just a little. I hope this video is helpful and it helps someone to learn how to take off gel themselves. If it wasn't helpful for you, leave me a comment, suggestion, anything. I'm always open. If I'm doing it wrong and you know a better way, let me know. Everyone has their own way of doing, you know, nails and taking them off. And so this is where we are. I still have some gel on here. Oh, and actually it's coming off. Okay, cool. Because I thought I was going to have to go back and sit under the foil with the cotton. But it's cool. So I can probably just buff that again. Okay, so I'm going to end this video now. because you don't need to see me sitting here picking the rest of this little stuff off. But so far, that's basically how you do it. Again, I hope it was helpful. Rate, comment, or subscribe. Leave your message, criticism, whatever. It's all welcome. Okay, thanks. Bye.